ebook pioneer Stephen King saying no thanks to the digital world for his new novel, Joyland. His goal? To help bookstores. Joining us now is to discuss this is Wall Street Journal publishing reporter Jeff Trachtenberg. Hi, Jeff.
Wendy, how are you?
I'm good. I was a little surprised by this because I think of Stephen King as quite the digital pioneer. I mean, he a decade.
What happened?
Didn't he push out one of his books just in ebook format?
He did, and he is a digital pioneer. He's always loved anything new in book publishing land, but he's very committed to the bookstore, and he thought that if he only made his book available in one format, the physical format, people would actually have to go to a bookstore and buy a copy.
And he has the clout to do that, obviously. There's a handful of authors who probably could do that, and he does. So let me ask you about this. So in terms of what the bookstores will get out of this, they're hoping that people will not be coming in and downloading books off their e-readers while they're browsing in their stores?
Well, certainly they never want that unless it's Barnes and Noble and they've arranged for that. But it's basically they're hoping people will come in, and it's not it's not just about buying one paperback. It's the idea that if we get you in, and then the beauty of going to a bookstore is not just going in for the title that you know you want. It's for the opportunity to browse and discover other titles you didn't know you wanted until you actually saw them.
Now, Stephen King, he is able to retain his own ebook rights, which helps him be able to do this.
In this case.
In this case, not all authors can do that.
Not all authors can do it, and not every large publisher would necessarily agree. His publisher here, Hard Case Crime, it's a small publisher, independent. Yeah. They do crime novels. This is a huge get for them. So when Mr. King said he wanted to retain digital rights, they weren't going to say, no, we're going to have them or we won't publish. They were thrilled to have him.
So what does he get out of this? I mean, why would he, I mean, it sounds nice to help out the bookstores, but what's in it for him?
I think you just put your finger on it.
That's it?
Pretty much. He can sell anything he wants anywhere. Right. So when he comes to a small publisher and says, would you like to publish my novel Joyland, which is really sort of a charming coming-of-age book, which is why I decided to write about it, he's doing it because he likes the publisher. Yeah. He would like them to prosper. He knows that one new Stephen King book can perhaps keep them in business for a year or two.
Right.
So it's a huge get for them. He has there's no other ulterior motive, I don't think, at least not that I could think of.
But not publishing, couldn't they still make their, I mean, in terms of the finances, let's walk through that. Is it as profitable for this publisher to have the book only in print? Is it more profitable for that than it is for them to have it in print and an ebook format?
No, I'm sure every publisher would say, give us everything.
Everything.
Right. Of course we'd like to have it. There was a new study that came out, I think, a week ago. It said ebooks are now roughly 20% of all net publisher revenue. So obviously any publisher would like to retain that. But given the fact that Steve wanted people to go to bookstores, they were happy enough to get the book.
And he has a sequel later to The Shining coming out, is that right?
Dr. Sleep. Right.
Everybody's waiting for that one.
Right, and I thought what was interesting to me about Dr. Sleep is it's a sequel to The Shining, and each book is published by a different publisher, and they're cross-promoting the books. I hadn't seen that before.
But he probably will have the ebook out on that one.
Yes, of course.
All right, Jeff Trachtenberg, thanks for being with us more in the Wall
Enjoyed
Street
it, thank
Journal.
you.